So this is the last stop on the farm tour. This is the composting and vermiculture. So what is vermiculture? Vermiculture is where worms break down natural or organic material and made into soil. Now, soil is exactly what we use to grow crops in or vegetables. This is important because when we have like a banana peel, or maybe it's an orange peel, or maybe it's even old newspapers that we don't use, or the leaves that came down from the tree. What we'll do is, if there were some worms or other creatures that would break down these products, it would just keep on gathering up, or it might decompose and it might take a long time. So these animals, what they'll do is they eat it and then they create very rich soil. So what we have are vermiculture bins. We have different containers that have worms in. And what we'll do is we'll put things like apple cores and apple peels in the vermiculture bins. The worms eat it and create soil. That soil then we dump out into the vegetable garden so that the vegetables can have really rich soil to grow in. Now, this is important because if we threw stuff like banana peels or eggshells, or maybe it was the leftovers of an onion that we didn't use, and maybe it was starting to go bad, if we throw it away, that's taking up space in the trash and the landfill. That's not good. That's stuff that we can throw outside, and it can be broken down and create soil. So how can you make compost? You can make compost by gathering all the materials. Maybe it's the eggshells, or maybe it's the banana peel, or maybe it's the core or the pit of a peach that you ate. And what you do is you take those and you start creating a pile outside. And this starts to break down and eventually make something called compost. You stir it up and you add different things like newspapers to it that are tore up, or you can add cardboard to it. And this starts to make compost. Now, different things like worms or little beetles can help break it down by eating it. But compost is a very important part because it reduces our waste, but also creates a very important part of the farm. So everything is a circle. So from the soil that the plant grows in up to the plant, that the fruit that we gather from the plant. So let's say a tomato plant. We grow the tomato. We don't want to eat the top where the plant grew, so we cut out that top. Then we throw the top into the compost. That top breaks down and creates soil that we then put at the tomato plant. The tomato plant grows up from that soil that we plant a tomato plant into. This is very important. And it's a never-ending cycle. So farming is a very important part of culture, and this composting is very important.